The noxious insanity of UW Dialectical continues to play it as hirelings talk sideways online in public spaces, utilize public spaces to make veiled threats and so on. Using the Office of Amnesty International, these heartless killers. Ripper murdered Shannon Harps and assassinated Cersei Kennedy. The list of particulars and their insane crimes goes on, and yet they say to me everything is about money. For them, everything is about money. And they think that they can make money off of these snuff films. They already have made one. They used JFK for Oliver Stone's snuff film. There was nothing more to it than that for him. So they've mastered the art of this criminal insanity. There's nothing to any of their allegations. They say that I smoked marijuana when I was 11 years old. And they do that to get to Michael Reagan's favorite scene. Michael Reagan's favorite scene, what they did to me when I was 9 years old, was so vile that I would be breaking the Washington state obscenity laws even to report it in this media. And yet, the people who filed the complaints about my confused behavior, they called it weird, were people who took me over the objections of Mayor Peter Flaherty, the mayor of the city of Pittsburgh, to see the Broadway musical Hair when I was 10 years old. They don't care what happens to me. They're murderers and they're sadists, and they are attorneys for the Broadway musical Hair. How does that work? What we're dealing with is the criminally insane in the highest offices of the land with all of the money. These perverts attacked me because I had nothing. I've never lived above the poverty line. These perverts attacked me because they could use the persona they constructed of my father and of me for their master narrative and then complain, oh, boo hoo, something we didn't do led to tragedy for them. What tragedy is this? They say that I had something to do with the murder of John Lennon. It's criminally insane. It's an excuse to torture and murder people. I had nothing whatsoever to do with it. Nothing in a million years. And he wasn't even murdered. All of the evidence shows that this was master narrative intended to impinge over our society's history, to give maximum leverage to people who didn't want America establishing legitimacy, meaning the royal family in Britain. The Lennons came here to demolish the legitimacy of our society. My father was an educator in public schools, so they attacked his son in public schools. They demolished the civil rights movement. The legitimacy and dignity of the Kennedys and King were assassinated in Revolution Number 9. And John Lennon made a joke of it. And then, because he didn't want to stick around to be blamed for the tragedy of the drug traffic that he promoted, he stepped out in a master plan from the invisible empire while they pretended he was killed and then blamed completely innocent people who they had targeted and tortured. He always said he was a genius. I guess that's what he meant. These people are perverts. They're criminally insane. I had nothing to do with any of this abomination. I'm a tired, anemic, 61-year-old victim of terror snuff film companies who roam at large, ripper hattering in Seattle and the city of Pittsburgh. It has done no one any good ever to cry out from this miserable Auschwitz.